Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Seth. In today's video we're going to be reviewing / rating the movie The Furious. Now this movie is directed by Kenji Taniguchi and the cast stars Sumu, Joe Teslam, and Joey Awani. Now I'm sorry if I mispronounced any of those names. I will have their names down below, at the bottom, so you can spell them and look them up for yourself. But I am sorry if I mispronounced any of those names. Now this is a bloody, action-packed movie that does have some serious topics that this movie is trying to discuss, And really too, I know I'm late to the party of reviewing this movie because this movie's been out for over 2 weeks now. But before I watched this movie, I was really just going like, oh, should I watch it or should I not, really debating, But some people that I know personally are like, oh man, you gotta see this movie. Or some people even I watch online for their movie reviews are like, yeah, this movie's great, really highly recommend, and stuff. So after hearing all that buzz and praise around this movie, I went to go see it. Now that I've seen it, I completely understand, and man was I so happy that I saw this movie. I do highly recommend, now I'm gonna be those people, I do highly recommend that you go see this movie if it's still in your theaters around your area. But yeah, man was that such an amazing movie. Now you're gonna hear me say these two things a lot: stunts and choreography throughout this whole video, because the stunts and choreography throughout, through this movie was amazing. Like 10 out of 10. Like, wow, they deserve a nomination. Heck, they even deserve an award for some of the stuff they were even doing in this movie. Wow. Now, the synopsis of this movie is this guy's daughter gets kidnapped. So throughout the whole entire movie, he's going to fight his way back to try to bring her back to, and not get her. Bring her back to him, And I tell you, it really made me think, of Taken goes with some John Wick, me even Kill Bill in a sense too, Now Taken for the story of someone's daughter getting kidnapped and he's gonna try to, bring her back to him, And then John Wick and Kill Bill, me even like some Bruce Lee, probably more Bruce Lee inspired, through like the stunts and choreography. Now for me, I really grew up on the action movies of Taken, John Wick, The Equalizer, and even Mission Impossible. I never really got into movies that were fully karate / kung fu based, So now, seeing someone like The Furious makes me want to see more movies like that, because wow, was that so amazing. Like some of the fighting that they're even doing too was like if that happened in real life, someone's dying from maternal bleeding, or they're just not getting back up. But the people in this movie, they're getting back up because they're inhuman. I mean, some of the scenes they'll even have in this movie, I'm like, wow, one dude is taking on like 10 guys at one moment, and guess what? He's holding his own in these own movies. Like, it was just amazing to watch this movie. Now, I will give a warning. Some of the fighting is a little graphic and gruesome, There was a lot of moments where I had to be like, oh wow, like wheezing a little bit, like can't believe they just did that. But wow, was it so amazing to watch that. I mean, 10 out of 10, hats off to you guys, that was just amazing. But those were some things I did like about this movie. Here's some things that I didn't like about this movie. And majority of it just nitpicky stuff, that personally I just thought was like, okay, could just done a little bit better, But that's just my personal thought. One of them was the acting in some of the scenes did feel just a little too bland and like not expressionless. And you just felt like too, like some of the actors in some of those scenes, it was just like, felt like they were just inexperienced in a moment. Now that's just, as I say, my preference personally, somebody else could be like, oh, it's no big deal, or that's how those movies are, stuff like that. but that's just what I thought. And then another thing too was some of the scenes in the production design felt just too computer generated. Nah, I'm not saying AI, I'm not saying that at all. It just felt too clean. It just felt like, that didn't feel like it was shot in real, street, felt like it was made in a computer, CGI is what I'm probably trying to say. But the choreography and the stunts totally make up for it, because throughout the movie you're not even thinking about that. If they do that, you're just thinking, wow, this is just what amazing stuff I'm seeing, like, hats off to you, because half of that stuff had to take months in advance to shoot and to maybe even just prepare and block it, because just such an amazing job. Now that's my review on it. Here is my rating for this movie. I would give this a 4 out of 5, As I say, the choreography and the stunts were amazing. The movie does have a serious topic that it is discussing throughout this movie, But overall, just a nice time watching this movie. Really enjoyed watching this. Like, wow. Now, that was my rating on it. So, that was my review and rating on it. Thank you for watching as always. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and goodbye!